If you've ever seen a Western from the 50s or 60s, chances are you've seen a movie filmed, at least in part, in Arizona. You probably know John Ford's iconic masterpiece, The Searchers, was filmed in Arizona, or what's possibly Nicolas Cage's best film, Raising Arizona, was filmed here because, well, it's in the name. And there's also the opening shot of Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho, featuring the Heard Security Building in downtown Phoenix. But there have been a slew of other films, popular and otherwise, filmed in the Grand Canyon state. From comedy to sci-fi and everything in between, here are films you probably didn't even realize were filmed in Arizona, in no particular order. National Lampoon's Family Vacation.
Don't you want to look at the Grand Canyon?
Yes, the golden era of Chevy Chase. You know the scene where Chevy Chase, as the Griswold family patriarch, locks eyes with Christy Brinkley? It's been spoofed ad nauseum and inspired many a distracted driver to keep their attention on the road for fear of being stuck in the desert. Just make sure not to bring Aunt Edna along for the ride. Multiple Transformers movies. Whether you love them or hate them, you can't deny that the Transformers movies are at their best uber-patriotic us versus them popcorn fodder, and at their worst misogynistic robot battle porn. Luke Air Force Base was featured in The Last Knight, and Kayenta makes an appearance in The Age of Extinction. The Revenant.
What happened?
If you've ever found yourself thirsty for a gruff, malnourished Leonardo DiCaprio, or if you deep down really hate the Oscar-winning actor and pray to God that he gets mauled by a grizzly bear, this, based on a true story, survival flick should be on your short list. The crew filmed mostly in Canada to take advantage of the blustery landscape, but they also shot some footage in the White Mountains and the San Francisco peaks. Forrest Gump.
Are you doing this for world peace?
Mama always said life was like a drive down I-17. You never know what you're gonna get. Forrest Gump put on a pair of Nikes and took off across the vast expanse of the United States to get over his friend with a few benefits, Jenny. During the Ironman race, he passed through Flagstaff and Monument Valley. That smiley face scene? Yep, that's the Twin Arrows trading post. Fast 5.
I'm ready.
This 2011 runaway heist movie filmed its climax along the train tracks separating Vital Junction, California and Parker, Arizona. Casablanca. Legend has it that Flagstaff's own Hotel Monte Vista appears in a scene of this legendary old Hollywood feature. Will always have Flagstaff, doesn't quite have the same ring to it. A Star is Born.
Go back on the stage!
Decades before Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper had that steamy moment at the Oscars, Barbra Streisand and Chris Christopherson tied the knot in Tucson. We all know how that love story ended. Planet of the Apes.
This exhibit is indeed a man.
Need an easily accessible and dusty dystopian hellscape? Arizona has you covered. Page, Glen Canyon, and Lake Powell all make appearances in this groundbreaking sci-fi flick. Star Wars: Return of the Jedi.
Otto, are you sure this is the right place?
Like any good criminal, the intergalactic frog-eating space slug Jabba the Hutt set up shop in Arizona. Remember that scene on the sand barge where Luke rescues Leia after she was doing a fine job of doing that herself? That barge was actually built on the desert west of Yuma. While all the films featured in our list were filmed in Arizona, there's plenty of movies that take place in Arizona that never step foot in the place that we call home. We'll have that list for you in the next couple of weeks. Until then, hit that subscribe button.